Come on at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Vaos, and today we're going to do something really quick. Well, hopefully it's quick, but I am going to rescue poor Bill stuck in that Battlestar Galactica Viper. Let's see here, yes. Now the Battlestar Galactica Viper that I built originally, it was of course prototype. Didn't have enough fuel, and unfortunately he did make it into orbit, but barely has enough to get out, so we have to go and get him, because at this point he's run out of snacks, water is really low, oxygen is low, and I don't think his diaper can hold much more. Where are you? I built one just for this. Aha. Now this is the same type of longbow design that we used to go to Duna, as well as put a large satellite into geosynchronous orbit before the glitch. Erased all my saved games. Now I know what you're thinking. How in the hell did you put all this together? Well, I did it without part clipping, and before we do a launch, I'm going to show you. There we go. Actually, I'll just get rid of that. This is what it looks like underneath. It's all connected. And then what I do is I use these little guys. My favorite. Went ahead and grabbed the MK2 cockpit. Place them not just on top, but also on the, well, not also, but not on top, but on the bottom of the little snap doohickey that's on here. Like this. Symmetry and angular snap. Check that out. Now I didn't want them too close together because then it would kind of look like weird. I wanted it to be a little wide. That way you can imagine these as actually side windows, and like a chair right here, a little walkway right here with maybe a bathroom in the back, and another chair. So technically this craft is capable of transporting 4 Kerbal passengers, holding down Alt and click. Technically. So get in there. Okay, we're gonna have to do a little bit of surgical procedure here. And I'm gonna turn off angular snap. It's giving me problems. There we go. And I'll just use my best judgment. I think that is good. No, it's not. Alright, grab it, flip it, there we go, and line it up as best as I can. There we go. Alright. Now of course it's not finished just yet. I'm going to take another little cubic strut here, put it right there, and we need it to be rounded off nicely. So instead of sticking it on the top, I'm going to stick it on the very bottom. Whoops, I have symmetry on, so let me go ahead and delete that again. Alright. Symmetry off. You want to build your part first, and then use symmetry, if it gives you problems. Alright. Now we're we're gonna have to come in here and do this surgically. Okay, and yep. Oh, okay. So it likes it out here, doesn't like it in there. That's fine. Try to line up the little circle ball marker things. There we go. Come on. I did this once before. That looks good. I'm gonna raise them up just a pinch. And I need to hurry up because my OCD is starting to kick in. Yeah, come on. Okay, that's good. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Okay, leave it alone. Alright. And of course we need parachutes. Because if you've noticed, I've connected it to a decoupler. Just in case things go wrong, as they always, well, not always, sometimes, mostly, do. So we'll put one right here. Oops, doesn't like that. There we go. And we'll put one up here. And I'm thinking that the center of mass is probably higher up, since we got this on the end. So we're going to put another one right here. Hopefully that looks weird. Okay, I'm just gonna like this before I, you know, start going all stupid. That's good. That's fine. Yes, safe. That doesn't look good at all. Ah, damn it. Ah. Okay, fine. Here, I'm gonna take this just like this. No. Okay, don't worry. Don't worry. Control Z. Ta-da! Came back. All right, good. I'm gonna take the decoupler, click it, raise it up, and crap. I thought this was in control. This is in control, not that. Damn it. Alright, well, let's just best guess. Hopefully it doesn't, you know, backfire. But we're not planning on crashing. We're planning on rescuing. So, these are the side windows. We'll pretend these are the side windows. And they're the stick-out windows, so you can, you know, stick your head out and look down and up and everything. You know, it's really cool. They've got nice chairs and everything in there. Yeah, that's nice. It's got like a little corridor where the pilot goes up to his seat that's facing the opposite direction. He sits down on his seat, it turns around, and then scoots up to the control panel. See how cool that is? Yeah. There's a little bathroom back here too. And since we're doing this like a rescue mission, we're going to pretend that there's medical beds and stuff in here retrofitted to save poor Bill, because he's definitely going to need some medical attention, especially with that diaper filling up. Alright, save. Make sure all our things are here. And nope, they're not. Okay. So I'll bring this right here, right there, and make sure all our engines are good. And all these parachutes don't deploy yet. Actually, no. What we'll do is we'll go ahead, grab this guy, and put it way up here. Because I've learned that when you're trying to land this thing and you deploy the back parachutes, sure, it slows you down. But if you're not like 5 feet under the runway or ground, when you deploy these parachutes, you slow down significantly quickly. Very, very fast. And if you're 20 feet up, like if you're this far from the ground like he is from the ground here, and you deploy those parachutes, he's gonna start nose diving right into the ground. It's not pretty. So if you're that far up, you want to initiate all the parachutes and hopefully float down with the craft, you know, completely intact. And of course, if that's not working, you can just say F it and decoup. Decoupler escape pod. Okay. I'm glad I just took whatever piece that was. Fuck. Sorry, I'm trying my darndest to not swear in my videos anymore. So let's Control Z. And whatever came back, came back. Okay, good. Because in my videos, whenever something goes wrong, I get a short case of Tourette's. Uncontrollable. It's bad. It's one of those moments where you just kind of say something bad and then you're like, oh crap. But anyway, yeah. Alright, let's see here. It's been 11 minutes for me so far, so I'm going to edit most of this stuff out and fast forward through most of the launch, so hopefully I can keep this video under 30 minutes. My ultimate goal is to keep videos interesting, under 30 minutes, and not to swear in them. Yeah, let's hope that works. Alright, so you know I'm not using infinite fuel or any of that jazz. There we go, just put that right there so you can't see poor... Nope, there goes Bob. Okay, Bob, let's go ahead and rescue poor Bill. Where is he? He is right there, in the dark side. Okay? Now see these stations? I don't mean to get off the subject, but these stations were actually brought up there by a newer version of the Onyx Wing, which I think I put a video out of a long time ago, maybe a month ago or more. But I will be doing another video about, you know, blast from the past, old SSTOs that I made back like in .19, version 19, and their updated counterparts. Okay, here we go. Oh crap, I forgot what the number keys on this thing. Spacebar. What's 1 do? Okay, 1 turns off both engines. 2, good. So we want jet engines only. Now if you're just tuning in, the reason why these are situated on top of each other like this is so that when I start losing oxygen and having flameouts, it's much easier to control an engine that flames out on the top or bottom, because of the fact you have so much control surface on the top or bottom. Come on, up we go. Alright. Also, you know, it kind of looks bizarre and cool at the same time. This craft can make it to Duna, or at least one that was similar to it. I think the Duna craft had a fuel tank right here instead, and it was all robotic. It didn't have a poor Kerbal trapped inside there, and had probes and stuff. But yeah, if this craft with an extra fuel tank could make it to Duna, I'm thinking that it could make it to the moon, maybe Minmus, all by itself, which is another video that I'm planning to do. A small SSTO to Minmus would be pretty cool. Or the moon. We'll see. Alright, let me go ahead and fast forward this for you so we can keep it under 30 minutes. If you've noticed from my other films, normally I go up to about 12,000 meters and then start leveling out. With this craft and a lot of the crafts that I've been starting to design, you can actually wait until you get to the, well, a little above bare minimum of their air intake capability before they start having flameouts at high throttle or full throttle. So the flameout on this thing with 2 turbojet engines is around 0.16. So what I do, let's bring this back up actually. What I like to do is go up to about 0.30, give myself some wiggle room. And of course the SAS isn't holding on true to the course. I hope they fix that, because it really has sluggish lock on heading when you get to higher altitudes. But anyway, yeah, about 0.30 before I start leveling out, and this thing can get up to almost 25,000 meters before it gets to about 0.30. I've noticed I save more fuel that way, a noticeable amount of fuel actually. Instead of full throttling it at 12,000 meters and then leveling out, pushing through all that thick atmosphere, burning up fuel, and not really accelerating very quickly, I just go up to about almost 25,000 meters before I start leveling out, which allows me to burn just as much as fuel, just about as much as fuel as I would at 12,000 meters, but I'm not pushing through a heavy atmosphere. Therefore, I can accelerate much quicker or faster. Bleh. Yeah, I can't speak, but that's okay. Alright, 0.26, we are well above flame out range. If you notice, we're accelerating fairly quickly now. Very little air in the way. Alright, so let me go ahead and fast forward. Now right here, I'm actually using this as a gauge to figure out when exactly I'm going to start falling in altitude. Instead of waiting for the numbers to start cycling down, I am just going to wait until the apoapsis gets really close, and then I'll pull up a little bit. As you can see, we're at 0.14, so actually I don't have enough speed yet, so what I want to do is I actually want to start going down, because we're probably going to start flaming out pretty soon. We're in critical air intake levels. Alright, it's starting to come down now. I want at least a surface meters per second of 2,300 at least. But I will take whatever I can get. So let's see how much I can get. Let's see, orbit is 22,000, 23,000, excuse me, 2,200. That's 2,300 now, okay. Alright, we're back up to 16. So we're in the green for our air intake. I'm going to rise it up to about 10 degrees. 0.15. Alright, I'm going to bring it back down. Whoops, it switched into orbital view. Switch it back. Just trying to build up as much speed as possible before we start running out of air. Eventually, you will go so fast that it won't matter. It won't matter if your nose is pointed up or not. You're going to leave the atmosphere of Kerman because you're moving so quickly that you're slinging yourself out of the Kerman atmosphere like a fish out of water. Alright, if you've noticed, we've just had a flame out, but it's easy to control because of the simple fact, oh no, okay, well, sort of a flame out. One's at 48, one's at 58. This kind of difference in thrust would have normally thrown a typical SSTO that has engines on the sides out of whack. But because of the fact that they're on top of one another, it's very, very easy to counteract. 0.7. We're getting like nothing. Okay, now is a flame out. Yep, that one's dead. But this one's still running. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the throttle down so they both light up again. What's our apoapsis? Oh, okay, nice. We are at 84 and climbing. So basically what I want to try to do is bring the nose up to about 10 degrees. It's not really going to matter much, but it'll help lift it up just a teeny bit more. And I'm going to, oops, there it goes. Bring down the throttle just a pinch. I'm going to, let's see here, just ride these engines as long as I can, as far up as I can, to keep orbital speed around 2300 ms for as long as possible. If you keep that speed for as long as possible all the way out into the atmosphere, or out of the atmosphere, then you'll have that orbital speed. When you get into space, which of course will have a huge effect on your apoapsis. Of course, you've already known that. You guys already know that. I'm just, you know, talking out of my butt. Throttle down, throttle down. There we go. Air deprived. A little bit more? No? Yes? No? Okay, that's dead. Nope, it's back. I do apologize. I didn't mean for this to be a night mission, but that's why I put lights on the craft, so you can at least see it. Well, sort of. Oh, there's another flame out. Which one died this time? Oh, that bottom one likes to go first. $98,000 meters. Normally I can get it up to 100 plus, but this is a heavier craft. Come on, give me some more fuel. There you go. More thrust. This is a heavier craft due to the fact that it's got all these passenger, well, cockpit doohickeys that I think weigh a ton or so each. So it's like, it's almost the equivalent of transporting, let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, like 2 hitchhiker storage containers. Yeah, we got some weight on this thing. Maybe if I make a mission to Minmus or something, I'll just put 2 of them on here. Or better yet, maybe I'll get rid of this whole section altogether. And, whoops, point the nose up a little too much. And try to make it so I can actually put a cargo container thingamajig here. Obviously I'm not getting much air anymore, so I'm going to turn these engines off. And what that's going to do is it's going to close all these air intakes. There's 8 on either side. 8, 8, 8, 8, total of 16 per engine. And if you've seen my other videos, you'll know how I put these in line like this. Now, some individuals have commented, or at least messaged me, asking me to justify the fact of using a crap load of air intakes on the sides. It's a lot like cheating. I understand where they're coming from. What their point is that they're trying to get across is that supposedly the game gave you 1 air intake to use for 1 jet engine and so on and so forth. But what I like to think about it, the way I like to think about it, is that these parts there's many parts. It's like an engineer being given the ability to choose to have one turbofan on his jet engine or 20 turbofans on his jet engine. You know, the turbojet engine can be built in any particular way he wants as long as he's got the parts. So the way I like to think about it is that there's not 8 ram air intakes on the side here. I like to think about it as one large ram air intake with the air suction power of 8. Now you can roll your eyes and be like, pfft, but yeah, I mean, I you know, I respect people who, the individuals who say that. I respect their ideas and their opinions. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But for me personally, that's how I view it. KSP allows you to have a whole bunch of parts. So why not use them to make a bigger part? To a part, if that makes any sense. That's actually a really nice picture. Cool. Alright, let's get this thing into orbit. What do we got? We got 97,000 meters. Good. We're well above the atmosphere of Kerman. So let's go ahead and point the nose like this. I think that's about correct. We'll go ahead and make our maneuver node. And I'm going to fast forward through all this for your convenience. Here we go. We're here. We made it. Oh crap, and he's coming at us pretty fast there, so let's go ahead and turn around and slow down. Don't worry, Bill, we're coming. Hopefully we just don't run into you. Alright. Targeting speed is 18 meters per second. I'll slow it down a little bit. Great thing is we've still got just a pinch under half a tank of gas. We're good to go. Yeah, the whole orbiting thing was all way off. I do apologize for that. You're really not catching me at my finest hour here. This is late at night, and I've got to stop making videos late at night. Kerman. And it looks like it's about to stop. Yep, there we go. Now we can probably just use maneuvering thrusters. I can see poor Bill in the cockpit right now. The cockpit kind of stinks a little bit. He's kind of barely conscious. Alright. And that is not doing crap. Come on, slow the hell down. I should have put more on here. Don't worry. We're not going to overshoot. We got this. Should have put more monopropellant on here. Don't worry, we got it. There we go. Backing up now. There we go. Nice and easy. I try to get up close enough so he can just drop on down. As you can see, this prototype had actual rocket engines that were fused in with the jet engines, and all of this was not, I didn't use part clipping to make this happen. One of these days I'm going to build one for you with the cheat little thing on here so you can see that I don't have a lot of part clipping on as I build it for you. It definitely made it a very delicious challenge. Okay, let's go this way. And as you can see, he's starting to move in that direction. That's good. And let's go forward a little bit. Very good. Now, if I recall, there's a problem with this particular design when trying to take a Kerbal out for EVA. The wing is too close to where the Kerbal normally comes out of. So unfortunately it will register him for a split second and then pretty much say, wait a minute, you're not supposed to be here, and push him away. Well, unfortunately, in a 0G environment, pushing a Kerbal away at those speeds launches him like a railgun. So we're going to have to do this fairly easily, and I'm not going to park in front of the craft because that's normally where it ejects it from, or maybe the top. But hopefully Bill will be awake enough to where he can stop himself and come back here. I should just park way out here for him to do that, but let's go ahead and try to get him out of there. And I've got my key on the RCS, getting ready to stop him from his projected path, because it will launch him into space for sure. Good. Pretty much stopped right there. Alright. Switching over. There's poor Bill. You know, that's one thing about the animation I never did like for Kerbans. Or Kermans or Kerbals. They need to go ahead and put eyelids on them. Because eyelids, believe it or not, without a mouth, a nose, eyebrows, whatever, eyelids on eyes can depict more emotional states than any other body part on the face. You can sad, happy, surprised, mad, all by just using eyelids. And it's really easy to make an eyelid for this type of face. All you gotta do is draw a line a little higher than where the pupil is, and draw it across and paint it in green. Boom, eyelid. Now we're about to run into this thing, but as you can see, the fuel was almost gone. There was no way he's gonna be able to get out of there or deorbit. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Hopefully, okay, I got my finger on RCS, and hang on, Bill. I'm going to pretend that the cabin's been pressurized for so long that it's kind of like it's not depressurizing, so he's going to have to open up or jettison himself out, and the pressure is going to push him away. So it's kind of like a heart beating moment Alright, let's do this. Oh shit. I mean, darn. Crap. Whoa, okay. EVA. Okay, we got it. Okay, let's go. Come on, man. Come on. There you go. Get your stuff together. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. There you go. Burn hard. Burn hard. Alright, we're coming back. Whew. Oops, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. There you go. Okay. Up a little bit. I wasn't joking. All right. So poor Bill has got a major biohazard in his pants. Let's get him on board so he can get out of that nasty suit, and we'll just burn it. And the bathroom is equipped with a 0G shower. So we'll clean him up in there. And then when he's done, we'll go through some medical tests. Bob and him are trained in basic medicine. Just like most astronauts are. Come on, grab onto something. Alright, F. Board. There you go. Everyone's on board. Let's take control from here. There we go. Now, let's see. Should I try to deorbit this thing by myself? I wonder if I can push on it and deorbit it. It's an interesting thought. Let's see, where are we? We're about to go into the dark side. We want to land here, but we don't really care what happens to the experimental fighter. So, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to bring its orbit down to about 60. And then just let it die or something. Okay, here we go. Alright, cool. I didn't know if that was going to work or not. As you can see, it's shaking pretty good. I think that's because the physics inside of this thing is starting to reject the way it's put together. And all the little air intakes that are in here are trying to jiggle loose. So we don't want to deorbit. We want to go ahead and raise our orbit. So we'll leave him to fall. We'll leave that craft to fall as we go ahead and burn to a higher altitude. Here we go. Now what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to switch over back to the Viper, because I have noticed that when you're not in proximity of a certain craft, all of its physics are turned off, which means that its wings and air intakes won't latch on to the atmosphere, and it will actually keep in an orbit even though it's a ridiculously low orbit. So we'll go ahead and switch back to here, and we'll watch it crash into the atmosphere, and of course the ground as well, and of course you can't see shit. I do apologize for that, and fast forwarding. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is a glorious end for a classic science fiction fighter craft. It was so awesome, not even the game could handle it. Alright, well, as you can see here, I'm making a deorbit burn. We're going to bring Bob and Bill safely back to Kerman, and I'm trying to get it about 20,000 meters just after that little island that's in front of the Kerbal Space Center. That way, by the time I cut through the atmosphere and slow down, that little marker right there will have shrunken down to about where the Space Center is. I'm kind of guessing right now. But normally, if you aim for that little continent that's further out from the Space Center, at about 20,000 or 25,000 meters, you'll get close to the Space Center or overshoot it, but only by just a little bit. So right now I've got already went through re-entry and turning on jet engines, aiming for a landing, hopefully. A little bit by a little bit. Got the markers already there, set there, so it's easy enough to figure out where the runway is. Gears down, and whoa, touchdown. Almost got that light there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully, well, actually the next video that I'm going to come up with is going to be kind of a take back from one of the videos that I've already created, but an updated version, if you will, about a tiny little SSTO that uses a flapping wing design to get up to orbital altitudes, not orbit, but you know, suborbit or whatever you like to call it, and then uses its rockets to get into orbit. But it's teeny tiny, itty bitty, and it doesn't use any engine power whatsoever to get way up there before it has to burn into orbit. And if you're interested, I've also started a playlist. The link is on the bottom over there. You can also click on my icon and look under videos, and you'll see some other videos that are not on the playlist. But yeah, so thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I am Vaos, signing off.